hottest story in the NBA is the Los Angeles Lakers. They continue to put together quality win after quality win. Luka Doncic is playing like that superstar Luka Doncic. A couple games, getting used to things, getting comfortable. Now you see him and he's skipping around, having 30-point, 15-assist games, looking like that MVP that everyone knows he is. Now, the big question for the Lakers is, though, will Luka Doncic sign a long-term deal with the Lakers? Will he finish his career with the Lakers? Because he did not decide to come to the Lakers. He was traded here. So I think it's important to remember that there is still a recruiting process going on, that the Lakers still need to prove to Luka that they are the franchise that he should commit to and that he should be a part of for his career. And we got a little update on that, and it comes from Shams Charania. Shams was on the Pat McAfee show, and the ESPN NBA Insider said, quote, "In talking to people around Luka Doncic over the last 72 hours, I was at that Lakers-Clippers game on Sunday. He had no intention of ever leaving Dallas. He had just bought a new home in Dallas. It went for a lofty price. He did not want to go anywhere. You think of a player coming from abroad, they're very committed. They're loyal, and that's how he viewed himself with the Mavericks. One team, one city, forever. And I think that's going to carry over to the Lakers. I think he's loving his time in LA. I think he's loving the Lakers. And you think about what the Lakers brand is, it's treating their stars like stars. It's Hollywood. It's making the star players bigger than life. And that's what we're going to see with Luka Doncic. So let's not forget, Luka Doncic was in line to get the offer of $345 million. That is what he was eligible for from the Mavericks had he not been traded. And we learned after the fact that the Mavericks apparently were not going to offer him that he wasn't going to sign that extension because he wasn't going to get that offer. So if that's the case, well, what is the next big move for Luka? How can he get a bag with this team? And what could the Lakers be looking at as far as securing his services in the long run? Well, August 2nd is a day that's going to be big for Lakers fans. On August 2nd, the Lakers and Luka Doncic, they can get together on a new contract. They can sign Luka to a 4-year, $229 million extension. And this is from Bobby Marks, who put out this plan how he can get even more money. He says to recoup the money lost when he was traded, Doncic would be better served financially to sign a 3-year, $165 million extension with a player option in 2027 and 2028. Doncic would then be eligible to sign a 5-year, $418 million contract in the 2028 offseason. So if anyone's worried about Luka's money, if anyone's worried about his bank account, he's going to be just fine. And there still is a path for him to maximize his earnings with the Lakers, and that is how you do it. You sign a 3-year, $165 million extension. You add that player option from the 2027-2028 season, then you get the 5-year, $418 million deal. And we've seen with this Lakers organization, they take care of their superstars. You give Kobe Bryant the big work past due deal that was criticized back a couple years ago. He gets a big bag. People didn't like it. But at the time, I think what it did is it sent a message to superstars around the league that, hey, this is not just your NBA retirement home, right? This is an organization you can come to. You can compete for championships. You can have success and you can get paid. LeBron James didn't just come here as some retirement tour type of player. This is someone who came here, won a championship, and is now competing with another championship. The Lakers have 2 of the top 10 players in the league. And that's what you see with this Lakers team throughout their history, whether it's Wilt and Jerry West, Magic, Kareem, Kobe, Shaq, Kobe, Pau. Now it is LeBron and Luka. The formula for a championship is in place for the purple and gold. And I think one of the first big things for Luka is, does he want to play with LeBron? LeBron doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. He's continuing to look like a all-NBA caliber player, a top 5, 10 player at the age of 40, just eclipsed 50,000 points. So that's the first question. Does Luka want to play with LeBron? And by all indications, By everything you hear from Luka, the answer is yes. Here was Luka after LeBron hit 50K points, and he talks about what he's learned from playing with LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Watching him do this stuff at this age, it's just unbelievable. Like 50K points, I can't even explain how insane that is. And he might get to 70K, you never know. Nothing new, honestly. I mean, the way he works, the way he takes care of his body, that's why he's playing now at this level. So I don't think nothing new, but just overall being next to him and experience that situation is how to say, a learning process for me.
So I don't think it's getting talked about enough because, yes, Luka is an established player, an all-NBA player, someone whose career trajectory is of an all-time great, a future first ballot Hall of Famer, but he hasn't played with someone like LeBron James. He's played with Kyrie, he's played with some talented guys, but it's so important to me what Luka can learn from LeBron in however long they're together, whether it be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, taking just the close things that LeBron does, taking care of his body, $1 million per season, the diet, the exercise, the conditioning, the recovery, just being around that and seeing what's required to have that level of sustained success is going to help Luka Doncic. Remember, this is hookah bong rip chich, right? This is Luka Doncic. This is someone who is drinking beers and doing hookahs and this and that. I'm not against that if the production's still there, and you can do that at 25 and 26. You can't do it at 30, 31, 32. It starts to happen. Those hangovers are very different when you're in your early to mid 30s to your 40s. So I think for Luka to be around LeBron James is so important, and the fact that he's embracing playing with him, they're a good fit together. I think that bodes well if you're a Lakers team that wants to sign him long term. And then there's the comfort factor. He had purchased a big house in Dallas, and a big house in Dallas is not the same price as a big house in Los Angeles, right? This is Bel Air and Beverly Hills, Manhattan Beach. Some of the most expensive homes on the planet are here. So if he's going to drop a big bag on an LA home, that will tell you that he's going to stay here long term. But here was Luka talking about how he's become increasingly more comfortable living in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, off court for me is not as important, but it's close, you know. If things are good off court, then you proceed to be great on court. You don't have things to think about. You know, I'm just getting to know the city. I gotta say, traffic's crazy, but other than that, it's amazing.
Man, I mean, the traffic is a thing because, yeah, a lot of people live here. A lot of people want to live here. How many people do you know that have moved to Southern California and have left? It just doesn't happen, okay? If you can afford living in Southern California, yes, the traffic is bad, it's expensive, the taxes, but it's 75 degrees in January. You're by the beach. There's no better place to live if you're a celebrity than Los Angeles. Luka Doncic, he can go to a mall here if he wants, a restaurant here at night if he wants. He can exist in Los Angeles and it can be normal. He can live a normal life here, right? As far as normal as it could for someone of his superstardom. If he's in Dallas, he just can't do that. Let's just be honest, right? So this is the land where superstars come to really coexist with other superstars. And it's not just athletes, it's actors and musicians. So look, I mean, if he wants to embrace that, this is the perfect place for him. And Sham also said, you think of a player coming from abroad, they're very committed, they're loyal. So that's the thing. It's the loyalty factor that he has with this team. And look, it does not hurt the fact that, look at this picture of LeBron James. I mean, this feels like a 2K fever dream, right? I mean, it doesn't feel like it's real, but we've already experienced it for over a month. So I think that Luka is 100% committed to being a Laker. He feels like a Laker. I think the first couple of games, he was going through a lot. I mean, you didn't see a lot of smiles. He's inefficient from beyond the arc, and now you're seeing the Luka Doncic that's skipping out there, that's smiling out there, that's having the Luka blackout moments where he's yelling and things like that. So there's that factor as well. And then we heard today there's a little bit of a rumor about Kevin Durant Kevin Durant as a possible option for the Lakers. So we'll monitor that. But yeah, if you're an NBA fan that think that that's not real, I wouldn't laugh. I would definitely not laugh, because the Lakers are a franchise. They get what they want. And they get who they want. But J-Rob, I mean, do you see Luka on any other team than the Los Angeles Lakers?
I really don't. I feel like he's going to be a Laker for the remainder of his career. Ultimately, I think this move, getting Luka Doncic, kind of solidified that, like, no matter what, regardless of draft picks, future stability, the Los Angeles Lakers are superstar heaven. You will always have a star in LA. And if I'm Luka, I'm really looking at the totality of this situation. I probably got 2 to 3 good years left for LeBron as this duo. And I'm going to be able to assume that Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss in that front office will have my co-star prepared so that when we transition from this bridge to LeBron, we'll go right into this next wave. And Luka Doncic is a player that, I mean, we watched him carry a team before in Dallas. Like, he is that level of player. So you get him a co-star in the future, I still think he'll be fine post LeBron. And the reality is, D-Mac, if things are going good in LA, where else would you want to go? Exactly. Like, where do you want to leave to go? There's not a better option in terms of location than Los Angeles.
100%. Couldn't agree more. I mean, it's that franchise. I mean, to talk about the Boston Celtics, yeah, they have 18 banners, sure. A lot of those took place in a era where, like, I'm not going to hear to diminish what Bill Russell did, because he was fantastic and that Boston team accomplished a lot. But the point I'm trying to make is, yes, they have 18 banners, but who has the most finals appearances? It's the Lakers with 27. More than the Celtics with 24. The Lakers, if you have Luka intact, you are going to get another banner. And I think the LeBron James factor is really, really important in this too, because, I mean, the fact that they're able to both score, it's not like, oh, one is scoring tonight and the other's assisting tonight. It's no, both are scoring in the same games. Luka and LeBron were the first duo, other night, they're the first duo in Lakers history, to score 30 points in a game and have 5+ made threes in a game. So they're both scoring a high clip. They're combining for over 60 points per game. And you just look at the Lakers record. You look at the Lakers record and you look at his production since the All-Star break, and he's playing like an MVP. 27 points, 9 rebounds, 8.8 assists, 2.2 steals, a 56.7% true shooting percentage. They're 6-0. Lakers 6-0 since the All-Star break. They pulled off the biggest heist in recent memory in NBA history. Luka is going nowhere. He loves LA.